what was the process for editing the video?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
Oh boy.
It wasn't too bad. Like most of the stuff actually, most of the hard work was the audio editing, which I was originally doing. I'm glad Kevin took that over because that was a little overwhelming and a lot of work. So I put that together a little bit, and then Kevin took over once we needed some other pieces, and he was rearranging a little bit.
We had to lay some more bagpipe tracks on it.
So I'm happy that he took that off my hands because I've been editing videos for my whole life basically, but audio editing I am not as practiced in. So that was good. But yeah, the video editing, everyone uploaded their videos to Google Drive, and we had all the footage from the places that we shot in. So yeah, I don't know. It was mostly just matching the footage to the music, seeing what looked good. I mean, we took a bunch of footage of everybody, like in the desert and everything. So I just looked through those shots and chose which ones looked the best, which ones flowed better with the other pieces of footage.
So I noticed that you were able to line up a lot of the fingers in the drumming, but I know
impressed.
Yeah.
I know none of the drummers actually played the tune when they submitted it. So how'd you make that happen?
Yeah, so all the pipers, I'm pretty sure all the pipers were playing the Gale when they filmed the videos. So that was easy to match up the fingers. I just kind of like watched along to find the rhythm and then just kind of place it where the song was. But yeah, the drums, some people were playing it, some others were kind of just like doing rolls, which is fine. We didn't tell them that they needed to specifically play the Gale in the footage.
Would that have made it easier?
It would have made it easier, yeah.
Pro tip: play the song.
Yeah,
but yeah, like for some of the footage, you can tell like it's like slowed down and stuff like that because people were doing like rolls that were not as long as the song was. So I like kind of made the footage slow-mo to kind of stretch it a little bit and did some like transitions so it looked like they were playing longer than they were. There was also the shot of you and Chris and Cody in the desert. I used because the camera was like in front of a bush.
Yes.
So some of that was obscured, so you couldn't really tell what you guys were playing there.
I know, yeah, because specifically I remember I was playing the Gale and Chris was playing something else. And
yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, it doesn't matter for this. It's just video.
Yeah, and then I think Cody was playing like some like just mass bands repertoire or something.
I was like, guys, come on, get in the mood.
All three, you were playing something different. It was okay.
That's nothing better than that.
Harmony. It's just harmony.
It works. No one's looking. No one's squinting to see what Cody's playing in the footage. Yeah.
I mean, now they will be.
Yeah, now they're going to. Yeah.
Which is good. You have to go back and view it again. But I was super impressed, and I was really excited because even the first rough cut that you sent for us to look at, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what was in my mind. I don't know how you got it out, but yeah. And then you just fine tune some other stuff, and like you said, you had to add the stick drop in it.
Yeah, so, right.
But we were like, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. So I was like, really impressed.
Yeah. And then there's also, with a lot of the footage, I had to do the color correction and stuff like that, which is something that I'm also new to doing. I've been doing that with the podcast as well. Like once we started the podcast, that's where I really started to learn how to do that kind of stuff. And that's cool too. Like trying to figure out how to make it look like like how your eye sees things. Cause like when you're shooting outside, especially, the sun can like make footage look very orange and stuff. And like people's skin does not look natural in the footage. So I had to tweak that to make it look normal. Yeah. Or even like when you're filming indoors and you have like yellow light bulbs and stuff, it makes it look weird and not correct. So I had to do a lot of that. And then there's also I did some like stylistic color correction with like that shot of the sunset at the end was like originally very orange, and I made it look more purple to fit Todd's footage because him playing the drum set with like some purple lights behind him, so I made the sunset look more purple to match up with that. And same with the footage of Kevin playing his guitar that I overlaid over Todd's footage. I also tinted that like a little purple and pink to match it. So there were some like stylistic color choices that I was proud of in there too. That again, like a lot of video editing is like it's good when no one notices you did anything. So
they can't tell. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, yeah, that's the sunset. It's purple. I get it.
Gosh, yeah, and yeah, I mean, I was trying to remember that sunset, and it looked just like I remembered it. So
yeah,
and then it also helped. That also helps. I mean, for anyone who's editing a video like this, if people are sending in like low quality footage, if they have like an old phone or something like that, color correcting it goes a long way to making it look like a little better, at least. Like it's not completely bad. If you're, balancing the whites or whatever, it's going to make it look just a little bit better and fit in well. So that's what I like about doing color correction too, is it like makes the footage look better when you're not actually really doing much.
What about programs? What program did you use?
Oh, I used Adobe Premiere Pro. If you don't have Adobe already, I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's expensive. But yeah, I mean, I think like you can do the same thing in like Sony Vegas and stuff like that. They have color correction tools. Yeah.
Yeah, iMovie probably. I
Yeah,
used iMovie
iMovie
a little bit, but I don't know. I assume it has that. But yeah. I think the next question is yours.
What was your favorite part of the project? Let's go Dianne first.
I actually think I had the most fun going out on location with you guys and with you and the drone and stuff. And just kind of, I mean, obviously it was seeing my vision come to reality in the sense that, okay, here we are, and this is what we're doing. And I'm just like, okay, guys, and so you guys were setting up shots and you're doing this and that, and you come over here and you come over here and, and can you stand and do this? And, and I'm going to walk around you and then the drone's going to come swooping in and this and that. And I mean, that was kind of my favorite part because it was just like, hey, I'm in a movie, and it was so cool. And I mean, I would tell people that's what you need to go out to a location. Don't just be in your living room to do the audio, but go somewhere. I mean, it's so much more interesting and fun.
Unless you're Mike and just have like a life-size skeleton.
Yes.
Yeah,
His room was good.
Mike's room was ideal. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's whoever's other bands if you're making videos, we want to see what your hometown looks like. That's what I liked about.
Yeah, that was another thing that like a lot of people were talking about for the vision of the footage. Is like a lot of people wanted to show off the Arizona sites and everything like that. Like I know Adrienne helped out a lot with like coming up with ideas of places to film, and she got a lot of footage of like in front of that Phoenix sign on the mountain and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, people had a lot of good ideas of like places to film to show off Arizona in a cool way.
Yeah. And they didn't even really scratch the surface.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, but it was great. And
yeah.
I know some of our players, once they saw the video, they were like, oh man, I should have gone to so-and-so or such and such. And we're like, yeah, you should have, but that's okay. Cause it's thinking about it for future or something. And
what was your favorite part of the video?
I like editing it. I like to edit. I like doing that. I don't know. I like
punishment.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's not really punishment. I've been editing videos since I was in like 3rd grade or something, making like dumb YouTube videos with my friends. So it's always just like been a thing I like to do. And I don't know. I like the process of editing. It's very fun. It's like a puzzle kind of to like take all of these pieces of video and like fit them together into just one video. It's very fun to do that for me. And like even like to get like technical about video editing, it's fun to like match up like your sight lines for the footage. Like there's a lot of things. That's like a thing that professional movie editors do, is like when you're cutting from another shot, if someone's like looking at a character on the right side of the screen, the next shot, the focus of the shot should be on the right side of the screen, so people's like eyes aren't darting all over the screen all the time. So that's another thing I tried to do with the footage that we had. Like I know there's like one part that you can really tell I did where Anne is playing bagpipes and then it like fades to Kevin on the diving board, and I like zoomed in on Anne's footage and made sure she was like standing right where Kevin was standing in the same shot, so that it transitions and they're just like right in the same space. So again, that's like another thing where it's like, if you do it good, nobody notices that you did anything, and it just like, it looks nice and people's eyes aren't going all over the place to try and see what's going on in the video. So I don't know. I just like doing stuff like that. Like I said, it's like a little puzzle to fit everything together.
It's usually a thankless job, but
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
It would not have turned out at all without your skill.
Yeah. Adela, what was your favorite part of this project?
I enjoyed helping film things. I liked finding the good spots and the angles.
Getting the good shots.
Yeah. What about yours? What's your favorite part?
It's kind of a tie between being there when a drum was thrown in the pool and also doing the drone flying.
Yeah.
Because I had not flown a drone a lot of times before I did that. So for me, it was like I knew, because I also fly for work, and I'm like, I know the angles I need for work, like footage, but then like I'm filming people, like
not sewage pipes.
Yeah.
Not pipelines. Yeah. Not like a construction site. It's just actual people doing things. So that was like really interesting. And like I said, trying to get the right angle so that you don't see any of the houses or anything like that. But did not... The part I did not enjoy was hiking around in the desert while it was hot, being pregnant.
And hauling
all the gear.
Yeah.
And the
gear was a problem, and hauling instruments through the desert and down to the river and everything.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was funny that one shot at the river when we were going down, we're almost like holding hands, helping each other down.
was
Don't
so
fall, because it was so steep and slippery and then hoping that nobody, gets bit by a rattlesnake
Yeah.
or something like that.
And I remember that was also like the first time in like a year I had put on the uniform. And I was just like, I don't want to wear this today.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the heat. Yes.
Yeah, I think for me it was mostly just like my favorite part was being there while we did something that I've never seen anyone do before.
Yeah.
So like being in the desert playing and like seeing like, oh, this is going to be really cool. We're wearing cowboy hats and bolo ties and cowboy boots and we're doing this. And then like, yeah, we're throwing a drum in the pool. Kevin has his mace and he's jumping in the pool with his mace. And, we made all kinds of jokes about like, he's like, if I marched the band into a pool, would people jump in? And we're like, yeah, probably. You follow your drum major.
Wherever he goes.
I don't know. That was my favorite part. And now we'll go once again. We'll start with Mom, and then we'll go to Alex. What, if anything, would you do differently next time?
I think probably now that we've invented the wheel, and I think that it would be the directions to the people, being maybe a little more specific even with what. What the vision would be, whatever we decide the vision is for the, and be, more specific. And we did have audio issues, of course, which is super common. So like if you're, if another band's doing it, you're going to find that when you get, 10, 12, 15 videos of bagpipers playing the audio, and even though you've said tune at this number and, listen to this click track and do this and this, there's still not going to be that quality, sometimes. And so you're having to really do a lot of work. And I think the audio took the longest. And I think that, we learned a lot of stuff from that. And trying to get the other instruments integrated. And I know I kept nagging you guys and I'd like send an email like every couple weeks. Well, how's it going? And Alex would be like, I still need these instruments. I still need this. And Kevin would be like, I'm chasing so-and-so for their, video. And so, I think timeline maybe more strict, maybe. I don't know. We didn't know what we were doing.
Right.
I mean, we didn't know. And, I think, maybe that, I'm not dissuaded from doing it again. I think I was really proud of everybody. I was so proud.
Yeah, I think that was like the main challenge with it this time was like it's the first time we've ever done something like this, so people were not like really understanding how it was. So yeah, like the audio took a while because people were not sure if they should submit and they hadn't practiced in a long time. So I think that'll just change if we do this again because people have seen this video now and know how fun it was to make, and also we're getting back into like regularly practicing now that people are getting vaccinated and everything like that. So I think next time it won't take like months and months to get all the audio.
Yeah, to shake people down.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting like, come on guys, I'm getting a little irritated. Come on, you people, send your videos in.
Yeah. What would you do differently next?
I don't know what I would do differently. I mean, I'm always like trying to learn more about video editing and audio editing. Like those things are also things that like you can't really master. You're never going to be like, I know it all. I know how to do everything. So I always like to like look up YouTube tutorials and how to, you know, like I said, like color correct and things like that. I just learned it all from like YouTube. So try and, you know, maybe add some other cool stuff, maybe an explosion or a robot in the background. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just always trying to learn more tips and tricks for video editing to make things look nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys hope or think or maybe want the band to do another one of these video projects?
Yeah, I think it would be cool. It'd be a lot, like we've said, a lot less work now that people know how to do it and how cool it is to do it and everything like that.
Yeah, because we did not have 100% participation.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to really shake the bushes to get the people involved that did it. Mm-hmm. And then those that didn't are sad. Now they're like, oh, I'm sad. I didn't do that. I didn't do what I gave you a little bit, but I didn't give you all that I could have done, and so I think that definitely we want to do it. I mean, we already have ideas like kicking around and we did have a lot of extra footage that we didn't use that we could probably use. And then we've even got more ideas, I've got ideas of like, on a boat, or, just for things like that. On a speedboat on Saguaro Lake. At the Commemorative Air Force Museum. Yeah. There's just so many things that pop in your head. So it'll just be a matter of, getting it figured out what we want to do and when we want to do it.
Having a strike of inspiration for
it. And then doing it, which I think it's fun, but like you said, you need enough participation, and then people who don't participate, like they're going to be sad when they see the final project.
Yeah.
Right. And it was difficult because with COVID, we had to do a lot of things with individuals doing it themselves.
Like sending it into
I mean,
Google
we pulled, like family together, like Chris and Cody and I in a shot, and then you guys were in a shot, and stuff like that. And then the pool scenes, they were outside and underwater and stuff. And I think perhaps another time now we would be able to have more group shots and things that would be more interesting as well. It wouldn't involve, Mike being by himself by a corral, that was cool and everything. Yeah. But maybe, you can have 3 or 4 players by the corral or something. It's just, so there were challenges with that people were by themselves. And as I said at the beginning, the whole point, you play in a band to be in a band with people. You don't play in a, if you're soloist, you're a soloist.
Yeah.
But we, and so that was really painful for all of us. And to see it come together, it made me feel like we were together for the year, even though we weren't.
Right.
You know, I felt like we were connected, and so that was fun.
Yeah. I think it was a rare opportunity we had because we weren't like so stressed about learning a new medley or whatever.
Right.
It was like
just one tune.
And just
easy peasy.
And then, like we said, for the filming, some people didn't even play the
tune.
Just
play whatever. It's fine.
I remember filming a couple people who were like really nervous. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna play this wrong. I'm like, just play Green Hills. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's
like,
okay.
People that were jacking up the tune. It's like, it's okay. We'll edit you out.
I'll just edit it out, or I'll crop out the fingers. I think I did that a couple times too.
That was my motto: is Alex will fix it. It's not a good way to
I'll
be.
Fix it out.
Airbrush you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That was fun. Any final comments from either of you on the video, how it went, what,
I mean, I thought it was great, and I was so happy, and I mean, it just like made my year. I don't know if everybody felt that, but and I think people that have watched it, we have had nothing but good comments. The only thing that was like there wasn't even a negative, but it was like, ooh, you threw the drum in the pool, ooh, but and so then we replied, yeah, there was no drums really harmed in the. It was already harmed a long time ago. But,
it was dead already.
I say, hey, if somebody else is ambitious enough to do it, because they've been having a lot of those solo contests, or people are recording themselves and stuff, so you're able to do it. You know how to do it. You've been recording yourself, and sending in. Get your band together and just do it. record it on a phone and get somebody to, work on the audio and the video and
Hit up Alex.
have some fun with it. Alex could be, a subcontractor for you. He
hire me.
Hire
Give me some
Alex.
money.
He would love to do that.
Yeah, or even if you want someone in the band to like edit the video for you. Again, there's some free editing software out there that works pretty well. I just look up things on YouTube to figure out how to do stuff. It's you just have to practice at it and figure it out, and you don't have to do fancy stuff like color correcting. I just like to do that to feel like I'm a professional.
I feel like our band is a little on the privileged side for the fact that we have access to a drone, a very high quality camera, there's editing and like filming equipment.
Well, it's all like, because that's what you do for your work. And I guess technically this podcast is work too. So that's why I have Adobe products and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just using what you have, and we I guess
we
just happen to have
good things.
the good stuff.
Sorry,
so
we have
well,
good
it's
things,
nice. But again, like I said, Adobe Premiere is not necessary for video editing. It's what like a lot of people in the industry use, but I don't think it is like you have to have it to be able to video edit. Like there's other stuff you can use that is just as comparable as Premiere. That's just the thing that I have.
Yeah, I was helping a few people during this past year because everyone's having to figure out how to do video for various reasons. And I was helping people, find free programs for their iPad or their iPhone or their Android phone, where it's like you could have done all of this minus the audio editing part on your phone. You would have to get all the video on there, and it would be like more of a hassle, but
it would be a pain, but it's doable.
You could do it. If you had one phone and you recorded all your video on that one phone, you could just edit it on your phone. That technically is possible.
Yeah,
so,
and like audio editing too. Like you can GarageBand's free on
that's true. Yeah,
Apple products.
I think Kevin said he was using GarageBand.
You can get Audacity on Windows, which is pretty good too. Like this, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do this kind of stuff. Yeah.
The one thing I will caution everyone on, which you discovered. So we were so proud of this video. We wanted to boost it on Facebook, just like one of those paid, you put $10 on it or whatever, and it'll like
$10 on it and
send it out. And then it was denied by Facebook.
Because Cody had a cigar that wasn't even lit. And I said, I feel terrible because I'm the one that said, here, you have to have this cigar to look like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. It was part of the aesthetic, but Facebook's like, you can't advertise tobacco products.
You can't promote tobacco products.
You can't promote that. And we're like, it's not even lit. It's not real.
Put a censor bar over it.
Yeah. Big X or something.
Yeah.
So I guess you can think about that, and we were, just like, whatever, fine. We'll just share it organically. And it's gone really well organically
a lot
for
of people
us.
have watched it.
So, and it's up on YouTube. And so continue to share it, watch it and share it, because we really, and show Facebook of what for by sharing it,
We don't need paid promotion.
We don't need, just you guys share it and we'll be happy.
Yeah.
So, it was great.
Let us know if you have any other questions about the video, or if you've attempted to do one of these, or if you want to. I mean, we'll share it. We'll share your video. Yeah. If it's good, if it's
if it doesn't suck.
If it doesn't suck, then sure. We'd be glad to promote it. That's what we've had some other people promoting it, other bands and other, the Western United States Pipe Band Association did, and even a band in Canada shared it, and I mean we were really proud that they had. So, we're happy to share, and it's a community where we want to share, which is what you guys do anyways, is share information to help people, know how to do stuff, because not everybody knows how to do stuff.
Yeah.
This kind of thing is not a competition, where this is not, I mean, I would love to see what your hometown looks like. What does your scenery look like? Do you have scenery? Do you not have scenery? Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all for today, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed this show, then support us on Patreon for exclusive content, as well as the video of us recording this. We'll have special exercises we'll be writing, as well as tips and tricks with tenor drumming and other instruments to come. Subscribe to us on YouTube for some tenor tutorials and possibly other tutorials later on. And like us on Facebook at Podband Pipecast. Did you say bye?
Bye. I'm a sheep. I've been a sheep the whole time.
I mean, you got vaccinated, so.
You should leave that part in at the end. That would be good.